guys, we're going to do a CAD video here and a bit of a predictive programming video here. I want to do this now actually first, before I forget. As I said, none of this here in this reality is real. People ask how I can possibly justify that. Well, I'll explain it to you in a minute. But for now, we already know that these people, anyone involved in media, mainstream, is due to the satanic current energy in the sky, is by default telling you an inversion of what's actually real or the truth. So real means not real. So, and we already discussed this, what, 6 months ago. They're going to be predictive programming us for this event in Israel from April. So expect this soon to start saying the word Israel. Okay? But it's not real, is what I'm saying, because they are speaking of an inversion always. And why did they need to write real? You know, they could have just said warns of danger of this, but they didn't. They deliberately chose to put real in, because real is coded and it goes on and on forever. So people then will say, well, hang on a minute, how can you say it's not real? Well, here's the next part. Okay, we'll come over here. Right, these guys here. Oh, cough. I must need a test to tell me I have a cough. Right. Hang on. Sorry. I'll go back to where we just had this. It's quite funny. Is it here? Let's turn the volume. Oh, right. Yeah, we'll quickly go over this too. This is not real either, obviously. He's an agent, an actor. All these people are actors, but mainly him. He's an actor, and this is a federal government owned operation. Um, he's just an actor for them. He's not buying any of this. There is no money exchange. There is no free speech, because everything is an inversion, so it's not free speech. So him fakely buying this company will not give you free speech. It's an illusion again. Okay, so hopefully you guys are able to see that. Don't believe that this is some sort of savior to you, because he's not. He's another agent working for the sun. During this satanic time, it's a test to see how the world's going to comply. So with the C word and the V word, to see how many people would take 3 of the V words in order to roll out the dot tattoo later, the RFID chip. So they need to know roughly the numbers on what's on how many they're gonna get to comply, in order to maintain their existing reality, which is greed. It's selfish, the existing reality. It's about consumerism and not being connected to nature. That's the reality we're in. We've been put in that reality by the sun many years ago, and we're walking further and further into that reality, away from the real reality of the divine, which is nature. So that's where we're going, and we're going to just see. So don't fall for any of that stuff. Don't energize any of that. It's not going to save you. only you can save yourself by realizing that none of this is real. Here they are. Where are they? All of these people are actors. All of this is fake. All nonsense. Don't believe any of it. This car here is basically a control operation. So if you don't pay your taxes on time, that car that you own that drives you can't drive it anymore, will not be able to take you to your 2 kilometer limit that day, which is the nearby grocery store, um, because you didn't comply with your demands that month. You didn't pay a tax, right? So the car's not going to work. That's where, and he is the man, the actor representing this. So don't trust this man, okay? Whatever anyone's doing, I truly hope nobody's trusting. It's red as well, all by design. Um, I really want to see these people because it's quite funny. Oh my Christ, where is it? It was so easy. Oh, here they are. I found them. Right here, guys. Sorry about that. These okay. They're speaking about Shanghai right now. They're doing extreme lockdowns. We discussed this um, months ago. They're going most likely martial law in April/May. We're seeing that now. It's happening in Shanghai, allegedly on TV. Now, um, people say to me, "Well, this is real. The people are standing there doing this." Well, yes, that's right. They are, but they are being paid. Serbs, or whatever that is called in your country, in Canada or the US, I think it's called Serb, and it's essentially bribery, government bribery, and to stay at home and go along with the act. And the people that are doing that are the ones wearing the masks. The people that continued working, like the garbage guys, construction guys, none of them are wearing masks, because they didn't comply so much. Those guys are not crisis actors. These people by default are crisis actors. What I mean, if you stayed at home and you went along with this and you wore a mask and took the money, you're therefore a crisis actor by default, without realizing it unconsciously, and you're being controlled by the sun. The government is the sun on the ground, so they're controlling you. Um, Whether you like it or not, that's what's happening here. This man is being used. He is being controlled. He is receiving a paycheck from a criminal organization who is the media, and who is responsible for mass deception. It tells you right there, BBC equals British Brainwashing Corporation. Okay, it's not real. None of this is real. So these people have to snap out of it and use their eyes. I mean, it's telling you right there that this is not real. The tree is fine, the bushes are fine, no doubt the birds are fine. There doesn't appear to be ambulances or funeral cars or people dropping dead, um, or coroners walking around. Everything seems fine. They're just acting, wearing these things on their faces. Okay. Um, and that's how it's not real. And also on top of it, by now these people are not humans either, because they're not connected to their spirit, their soul. They're not using that intuition to tell them that this is not real. They're taking the bribery, the government money, which is by default making them a crisis actor. And that's what they're doing. This is all happening unconsciously from the sun, from the organic code. The sun wants us to test us in a transhuman reality until 2067, when Sedna leaves Gemini. The question is, are the people going to go along with it or not? My guess is yes. And however, it may fall apart halfway through, and there will be some a parallel society form of guys that trust the divine even more. Like, okay, everyone's scared about the food shortages. Well, okay, is that real? Well, they're telling us it is on TV. We spoke about this a year ago, that there's going to be food shortages around February 2022. What did we see? Them speaking of food shortages, and now they're showing us on TV. Is it real? I don't know. I haven't been into a grocery store that's empty yet. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys have actually been into one and seen it's empty, so therefore you can tell me it's real, no problem. Well, how I'll counter that is I'll say, if we were actually really truly connected to the earth, the world, what's real, where the squirrels live, outside in the true reality, which is nature, we wouldn't be dependent on a grocery store to buy any of this stuff with fake money that's not tied to the sun, which is gold. It's supposed to be tied to the gold, and the sun verifies that it is in fact a valid currency. That's why it has to be tied to the gold. Since it's not tied to the gold anymore, it's a fake currency. So all of that by default is not real. That's how this reality has changed to not being real since the 70s. But prior to that, this wasn't going on as much. Yeah, they had psyops going, but it's not like now. Now, literally every single thing you see on this is a lie, all of it, and I will stand by that for the rest of my life. I've got all the evidence I need. There's no way I will alter my reality to anything else. That this is not real at this point, and it's better for you that way, because you're free. You're truly free, because you're not scared of the food shortages. You know the food shortages are a hoax, because the sun is always going to shine. Nature will always provide the food it needs in a balanced proportion for the world. So you lose your house tomorrow, it doesn't matter. Go live in the woods. Nature's going to welcome you. It's going to welcome you with an abundance of food, and within days you'll be questioning why you even wasted so much time in this fake reality, which is 9 to 5, paying tax and all this bullshit. But yeah, that's where we're at with that. That's how none of this is real. I hope that makes sense. We'll go and have a look at the CAD here. We want to be short these. I'm anticipating chop to slightly down on New Zealand. And a sideways to up slightly on CAD. Then this may be the opportunity for dollar to have its pullback and get in line with this CAD down move. CAD index up move. Then I'm seeing this happen. I'm seeing an up move happen. We're going to wait till the numbers at 5 to get our numbers on the Asian session, and that's when we're going to be looking to go against the Japan recent pullback. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, that's my video, guys. I hope that was good for you, but I hope that cleared up a few things, how really none of this is real at all.